Fuck it. Well, I guess we're rolling. This is the Junkyard podcast, and
welcome to the Junkyard. You got Weenie in the butt here.
what is it from?
I think it's a Family Guy reference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, where they're doing like a talk show bullshit.
Yeah, and all the ridiculous radio noises and crap.
Oh God, yeah. So that actually reminds me of probably my favorite regular car review, the '94 Lincoln Town Car, to where he does it like as Mr. Regular's like a shock jock.
Yes, yeah. For those of you who don't know, regular car review on YouTube, freaking hilarious. Check it out. It's funny stuff.
If you haven't heard of it, you're living under a fucking rock.
Yeah, how dare you call yourself an automotive enthusiast?
Well, not even that. I mean, these guys, they're both English lit majors, and they're giving me hope for English lit majors.
Giving me hope for English.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. We've kind of fucked up English, but no, and some of the jokes and the quips they have, they're really, you can really tell they came of age in the mid to late 90s. Just all the PlayStation references and everything else.
True.
And they've got a way of painting a picture with words that you don't see with other, I guess, journalists, for better or for worse.
Journalists.
Yeah, and these guys, they're not even journalists. They're not.
Guys that make videos on YouTube.
They're not. They're more. I think they're more than that. They're not just journalists. They're satirists.
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 I don't know how you say it.
Yeah, I neither. Actually, you know what? Neither do I. I forgot how to English.
Forgot how to. Yeah, exactly. Forgot how to English. We'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, the whole reason. I mean, we had this idea for a podcast for a while. Just out of shits and giggles, and basically to cure boredom, and we're right, and we need to let everyone else know that,
absolutely. Right? All you people have a different opinion than us. You're wrong. Get over it.
Yeah, we don't have opinions. We have facts. So
that's right. Spewing facts. Can't handle all these facts.
It reminds me of Eastbound and Down. I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank of the fucking main character. Kenny Powers. He goes, "Listen here, you beautiful bitch. I'm about to fuck you up with some truth." And that's what we're gonna do right now. But no, the nail, the last nail in the coffin, the straw that broke the camel's back, was actually listening to a Camden Tub podcast. Which, if you don't know, check them out. Camden Tub, really good banter back and forth.
Shout out, those dudes are awesome.
But they had a podcast on to where they were talking about Hot Rod Drag Week. And as you'll come to find out, I am not a big drag racer. Yeah, I do go out and drag race, and I break my shit.
He likes to run over cones and turn corners.
Yeah, I like the lefty-righty stuff, but
slightly metrosexual.
It's 2015. I pay my taxes and mow my yard. Fuck off. But no, I listened to the podcast about Drag Week, and just with my limited knowledge of Drag Week and drag racing and everything that there is, it was so fucking cringeworthy to listen to. I said, no, you're fucking wrong, we're right, and we're doing this. Because it was just, I don't know, they normally have awesome shit all the time, but I listened to this, and they had someone ride along who was in the tower the whole time, who'd never heard of Drag Week and never been to a fucking track before even, I think. And it was horrible to listen to, and I said, to hell with this. I've never been on Drag Week, but we got buddies who have.
Pretty fast buddies.
Yeah, Kyle Beaumont.
Shout out to the hashtag not dipped fire chicken. I mean, firebird, sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it is his first time actually racing in Drag Week. If it wasn't for one day in Indy, he had it was either an injector or an injector driver that fucked up on him. Yeah. And so he was running on 7 cylinders, and he still ran a 10 flat on 7 cylinders.
10 flat, which brought down his average, which was really, really crappy because that car is definitely capable of a lot more.
Yeah, he ran 835, if memory serves me correct.
Yeah, 835 at like 160 something. Outran his safety equipment the first night on testing.
Yeah, testing. But no, he was right on that. Well, for the
850s pretty much all week. Or all week.
For the class he runs, small block power adder. Was it small block power adder street or race or
street racer?
I don't know, something small block power adder.
I think that's all it was.
Just because I know the old rules and classes, I really haven't been up to speed with the new stuff. But it's basically it turns it into an 850 class, an 850 ET. And
pretty much an 850 index at that point. Yeah, you're right.
And he was right on it. The first year he ever ran. And last year, he actually said, "To hell with this, I'm going," because he rode along with Tom Franks. Tom Franks is a
badass.
He's the real fucking deal. He's legit.
Like Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, and he's a drag week veteran. I think this is like his 7th or his 8th
I think it's
year.
Like his 7th or something like that. He's done 7 or 8 years in a row. I mean, just talk about a hardcore car guy. I mean, always has something every year, even if it's something in the street race class. He's still there, and it really is unfortunate because he's putting together this. I won't give out too much information, but it's this twin turbo little LS powered. Was it Futura, I believe?
Yeah, Fairmont Futura.
Fairmont Futura. One, the Fox body, lighter weight Fox body platform. Pretty sweet car, but just couldn't quite get the bugs figured out. I think he had some ignition problems, so he had to take the old 5-slow Mustang this year, unfortunately. But
which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that car.
We were all looking forward. To I would Fox making some passes.
I was getting off work and I was going down to shop because it's only about a 5-6 minute drive from me from where I work. And I'm helping him work as much as I can, and we just came up short. But no, he's going to come out hard this next year. So he used to run small block power, and that's what he built his car for. Well, he had a 408 or 410 Windsor Mustang, the blue one.
Yeah.
And he was, I think, within 6/1000th of a second of winning the class, and that's the only reason people do drag week is for a fucking a coat or a jacket. That's it. There's no money or anything. It's just no. You're in Hot Rod Magazine, and here's a jacket, and you're a sucker because you spent all this money on this car just for this jacket.
Buying parts you don't need with money you don't have to impress people you don't know. But hey, I mean, shoot, if you could land a spread in Hot Rod Magazine or something. Even a spread in Carcraft Magazine would be awesome.
Yeah.
How many guys do you know actually have like a front page magazine with their cars been on? I know of at least one person.
I know one.
Locally.
Who's that?
Dave Feldheim.
Oh, well, that makes it two.
He made GMI Tech Performance with his black Camaro. It was a freaking sexy car. Big-ass turbo. I love the thing. Wish he wouldn't have sold it, but...
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. Who do you know?
Bill Fry.
Bill Fry.
The only adjective I can use for this to describe is antiseptic. It is just perfect, and it's this old '57 Chevy, and it's got a 427. I can't remember who built it.
I don't know. Honestly, I've not talked to him very much, but the car is. It's gorgeous. It's super clean. Like, I swear, he takes it to the local 8th Mile strip, races it, takes it home, and wipes the thing down every night. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
See, I grew up, and...
You grew up?
Well, not quite all the way. But when I was growing up, my grandma actually lived next door to him. And,
Did they have a thing?
No.
I mean, he did have a 55 Chevy. I'm just saying.
Nah. Hey, Grandma.
You sure your daddy isn't or your grandpa isn't Bill Fry?
Oh, no. Grandma, she went to church. All she did is fucking bake pies. That's all bake pies and iron laundry.
Right.
But I grew up, and this car was always next door, and it's always in the garage, and it's always clean. Come to find out, this car was painted, I want to say 84, 85, the year I was born, because right after
Really?
that, yeah, I think it was like 86 or 7.
God, I would not believe that. I mean, it looks like the thing was painted last year. It's
Yeah,
so clean.
because he takes care of it, and it's just, I mean, it's either at a car show or at the track. And
Usually at the track. The guy races it like he doesn't even care.
yeah, he has to lift or use the throttle stop in order to run a 650.
Mm-hmm.
So
All steel body, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
yeah, he won the Sam race. When was it? Last year?
I'm not sure last year, the year before.
No,
So,
no, it was last year.
okay, maybe it was. So for people who don't know, the Sam race is a benefit race we put on every year, mainly done by my buddy Carl Beaumont, the hashtag not dipped Blue Firebird we were talking about earlier from Dragweek. Sam Dennis was a good friend of ours, and he passed away a few years ago. Lost his long-term battle with cancer. Really sad. He left a son behind and a wife. But so being car guys, and the nice guys we are, every year we try
We're
to
dicks.
put on. Yeah, we are dicks, but at least we're trying to do something good here.
Mhm.
So we put on a race, and all the benefits go to his son Xander's college fund. So. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He was a hustler and a thief. He took every cent he could from me. Fucking going out and hey, I'll give you 2 lengths. It should be a good race. Hey, yeah, he took my money, and then
Well, you drove a Mustang, so yeah, that's
fucking
kinda...
Mustangs. No, and then shit, I remember going over to Stumpy's house one day.
Old Stump. God, I haven't seen that guy forever.
And we were playing Texas Hold'em, and I'd played a little bit, and I was like, yeah, all right. Well, I fucking get there, and it's a $20 buy-in. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't got any money. Well, Sam was like, I'll give you 20. I'll buy you in, and so he bought in, and he won all this fucking money back.
See, that's funny, because I cleaned his ass out in Texas Hold'em. The guy was a bad car player, so...
He's better than I was. Took all my fucking money. Yeah, but I think this is like the third year we've done the Sam race.
Yes, this is the 3rd annual Sam race.
Yeah, and that was
Check it out on Facebook.
the face
Sam Dennis Memorial Race.
the face page
face page,
as the old man likes to call it. But
Your old man's on face page.
yeah, he is, and he can actually navigate the face page.
Well, at least he's not on MySpace, where you have your top 8 friends who are all looking to pick up
Who
underage
fucking
girls.
who-
There's that creepy Tom guy. But anyway, that's another topic
Oh
for another day.
yes.
What's our topic for tonight?
Well, I had a decent idea of, what I was thinking of: good, bad performance cars, or bad, good performance cars.
So, like the cars that performed well that were socially unacceptable for a guy to be driving? Or
That's-
are we talking
that's one
about
way.
like cult favorites that you just liked because you liked it?
They could be both. I've already got when I was driving over here, I was like, fuck, I haven't thought of anything. Well, let me think about some of these crap cars that I like, and they've got a lot of freaking potential.
Let's hear it.
So they, in no particular order, 83 through 88 Ford Thunderbird, primarily the turbo coupes.
Sorry, you didn't like the 5.0s?
Well, I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's just the turbo coupes came with the T5, so you could get a manual with it.
The 5.0s never came with the manual.
Nope, unless you swap it in. So it's already got that. It's already got the console.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a Fox body. Every last piece goes on it. I got a thread on the face page. This is one of the first times I was out autocrossing with the new setup. By the way, I've got a '96 Ford Mustang, blower, built motor, blah 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 blah. Lots of suspension work. It's basically a car that was built originally to be a fast street car, and
past California's shitty emissions too, I believe.
what, this one?
Yeah, was it not? It's got all the carb bullshit performance parts on it.
Actually, it does. It does have some carb stickers, which is really weird because I bought it from a guy in think me and Todd went to Ohio to go pick it up.
I thought you picked it up from California. Okay.
Oh no, that was another one. That was a Windsor base I was looking at, but no.
You dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. no, I've got a lot of suspension work on this, and it was originally designed, or not designed, but built to be a quick street car and drag car, and I was like, I'm stupid as hell.
True statement.
Yeah. Let's make this thing turn left and right. So I spent a good chunk of change, all the Maximum Motorsports bits, everything from torque arm and panhard bar to K-member and every other nut and bolt in between. And this is before I had the thing corner weighted. First time out, there was this guy showed up at Rantoul, Illinois, which is where we autocross with the Champaign County Sports Car Club. And he showed up on a Sunday, and he was in this 87 Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. And he had, I think it was a whole set, or just some T3, T4 hybrid, and some other bits and pieces. He had a IRS out of like a 99 or 01 Mustang, which you can get those for a dime a dozen because they...
He whooped your ass.
Well, he got me by 0.8 of a second, and he pulled it out of his ass the last run, and I had owned an 88 Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe, and the 2.3s, they've got some oiling issues, especially under high G loads. There's some crazy circle track bullshit stuff you can do to make them live, but that's the first car I was thinking about when you're thinking about a bad, good performance car, because this guy, it was proven. Now, granted, he could wheel as well, and my car, first time out, I hadn't even corner weighted it, which, by the way, if you have coilovers and your shit isn't corner weighted, go fuck off, because you need to get your shit corner weighted. There's no sense in spending all this money and not taking advantage of it. You know, it's just like getting adjustable camber plates or any other bump steer kit for your tie rods. There's no point in having this unless you've taken advantage of it. You know, get your shit corner weighted.
Just so you know, I don't know anything of what you just said.
Oh well, I'll learn you up. All
right. So for my first horrible car that was very underperforming back in its day, that I would say has potential today, and you're probably gonna all think I'm homosexual.
It's 2015. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to say a Mazda Miata, but hear me out,
dude. Everybody likes Miatas.
Okay. All the girls and homosexuals love Miatas.
No, man, it's the best. It's number one. Everybody loves Miatas.
Right.
Dude, come autocross, dude. You can't swing a dead cat.
Well, I ain't talking about autocross.
You can't swing a dead cat without hitting like
maybe
10
so,
Miatas.
But here's the thing. I'm not talking about with the stock engine. LS swap it.
Just like a retard with a hard-on, you're going to shove that thing anywhere you can.
Absolutely, and it deserves to be shoved in there. You know, because you got a lightweight platform that can turn, and then you stick a factory LS motor in it, which really doesn't weigh hardly anything more than the factory whatever four-cylinder that was in it. You know, you get the great torque performance in a lightweight car, the cornering ability of a quote-unquote sports car. And you get to pick up dudes at the gay bar. I mean, what else can you want, right?
Well, if you want to pick up dudes at the gay bar, you get a convertible V6 Mustang or a 2004 or 2006 Jag X-Type.
I'm going to call bullshit on that because I have seen more dudes cruising around with a car full of chicks in V6 convertible Mustangs than like any other make and model. Something about that, the chicks just love those cars.
Yeah, because the dude in there is gay and they don't feel threatened or anything else by the gay dudes with the... Yeah, it reminds me of that Bloodhound Gang song. I wish I was gay so I could get chicks. It's true. They get all the chicks they want.
I think if you want a Mustang, a V6 Mustang, then you should change the name of the song to I wish I was gay so I could get dicks.
That actually rhymes as well.
Yeah, chicks and dicks. That was a real tough
don't
one. Yeah.
Don't Google those. Don't Google those or don't Bing those. Whatever you do, unless you're into that thing, then as long as you mow your yard and pay your taxes.
Right. All right, so I'm gonna go with my second.
Oh no, I'm gonna go with my second.
Okay,
you already fucking went.
Go first.
Going on that same
I thought
thing
I could
of
take us in a better direction.
Oh no,
you go ahead.
Going on that same thing with light-ish weight.
If you say RX-7, I'm gonna punch you in the balls.
No, because people like RX-7s.
Okay, fair enough.
I like my RX-7s, but anywho, this is something people. I mean, if people don't know cars, but you say these two cars, they automatically hate them. And my next car is actually two cars in one, because they're so freaking similar. It's going to be the Mustang 2 and the Pinto.
Ugh.
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
I have seen one fast Pinto, and that was a 2.3 liter badass turbocharged.
Oh, that one idiot.
The guy was a crybaby, but the car was cool.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, I like the Pinto. And for me, front-end suspension geometry. You see all these bolt-on Mustang 2 Pinto front-end kits for anything, especially in some like Street Rodder magazine.
Oh,
You can't flip a fucking page in that book without seeing, oh, bolt-in Mustang 2 front-end suspension kit.
They're great suspension. My dad has been drooling over the Mustang 2 suspension for his 1953 Ford F100 with a 390 FE original big block. Not original to the truck. FE big block for, God, I don't know, probably 10 years, but he's too poor to buy it.
Well, he's still doing with FE stuff, so...
Hey. It was cool back in the 70s when he swapped it.
Not even then, it wouldn't.
Oh,
I mean,
jeez. What else
you swap the intake manifold on those sons of bitches, it's fucking 90 pounds off the front end because it's cast iron. It's,
exactly, weight reduction.
Yeah, I don't know. I especially love the valve noise, or the lift, or I guess to be the rocker. Lifter and rocker sound of an old FE motor, which is a 352, 390, 410, whatever. It's just a really, especially on cold startup, just that clickety click, 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 click.
That truck never had it. I'm not gonna lie. I grew up listening to that truck startup. He had a 390 FE out of a 69 Torino with a 4-speed top loader, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And God, it sounded so sweet, even through a set of old like turbo mufflers. He never really had the valve noise. Always kind of ran a little bit shitty until we finally put the Edelbrock carb on it a couple of years ago. But I love that sound. Something about an old Ford big block, man. I love it.
But no, I was going back and talking about the Mustang too, and the Pinto. Something I see a lot of people, especially with some of these older cars, are the purists. Whenever you go and like you've got this blank canvas, and you've got this vision you want to do something with, you always have a purist coming out going, "Oh, how could you do that? That was an original, blah blah blah." Well, guess what? Nobody gives a fuck about the Pinto or the Mustang 2.
Unless exactly.
Dude,
have you ever seen a Mustang or a Pinto 2 at like Barrett Jackson or something? Probably not. If they did, they probably didn't bring more than like 15 or 20 grand.
No, not even that. Fucking 10.
I was just saying like spotless, like never
at
the dealership.
Yeah, maybe. But see, and that and
they all rusted out.
They're relatively light. Well, if you can find one that's clean. Dude, back in the day, the Pinto for SCCA showroom stock, they were the fucking car to have. They were, I mean, even in Cosworth, Vegas, they were beating the fuck out of them. Pinto,
cool.
And all it took was one fucking bean counter, an engineer, button heads, and then we have Pintos that explode. And remind me of that, bean counters and engineers.
Oh yeah, bean counters are assholes. I swear though, they engineered the Pinto to just rust to pieces. I mean, they were pretty much all gone off the streets by the time I was born.
Yeah.
But talking to my old man, he had a couple of them, and they just would rust to shit. He showed me pictures of them.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the way they just captured all the water and the salt and everything, and they just disintegrated. So. But anyway, okay. So my number 2. Oh, I say number 2. My second, I guess, not in any particular order. I'm going to say the Fiero by Pontiac.
Oh.
The Pontiac Fiero. Yes.
Yeah. If you're a Fiero enthusiast, you're probably on some sort of medication or some terrorist watch list. Either one of the two.
We should all be on terrorist watch list, but that's beside the point. I mean, you love America, guns,
America.
and women, and bacon, you're on a terrorist watch list. But, that's beside the point. Actually, the first and only time I've ever ridden in a Fiero is this kid I work with, this, 22-year-old kid. He borrowed his old man's Fiero for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That car has potential. It reminds me of my old man's 85 Camaro Z28. The door weighed 5,000 pounds. It ran like a tune port 305, but it was cool. It handled awesome. The engine's behind you. I mean, you could take corners ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, if I had one of those cars, I would want to swap either a 3800 supercharged Series 3 or 4 into it.
Or a North Star.
Get out of my house.
Dude, they're cheap. They're cheap and they're front-wheel drive and people make it fit.
Last I saw, there was a kit where you could swap a small block with a highly modified turbo 350 style transmission.
Yeah, all that front-wheel drive GM automatic shit. It's
right.
fucking beyond me.
Those cars are cool.
That's a good choice. But yeah, but there are Fiero enthusiasts, but they're all sort of they're like AMC enthusiasts. No, they're fucking weird, man. You ever go to an AMC car show?
No, because there's none around here. You want to know who are snobs and weirdos? Look at those 2.3 liter turbo coupe guys.
What?
Those guys think those engines are worth $1 million.
You're talking the wrong ones because those things ain't worth.
You're right. Get on the forums though.
Yeah, well, who goes on forums anymore with Facebook and everything else?
Right. The face page forums.
Yeah. Yeah, but have you ever been in a Fiero when the rear end comes around you?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No, it's a really weird feeling because I don't have a whole lot of experience with rear engine.
It's a lot of weight.
And this isn't a mid engine. This is a rear because it's actually a front wheel drive transaction. I think they used a Chev. No, it wasn't that. No, maybe I know it was a Citation.
The Citation.
Which there's a guy in Peoria with a X11 Citation. He's building for, I think, D mod or C mod for SECA Solo 2
My
stuff.
only experience with the Citation was a buddy of mine in high school. We had one. We decided to go cruising out in the country on a snow day. Yeah, that made a lot of sense. And the thing just decided to die on us 3 miles outside of town in the middle of a blizzard.
That's character building right there.
That was cold.
But no, that's actually how they designed the Fiero.
To die on you when you're 3 miles outside of town in a blizzard?
No, that was They designed a Citation to do that. But no, they took the front end of the Citation and basically put it in the rear of the Fiero. Part numbers for your shocks, the same. Hubs, same. It was a compromise between the engineers and the bean counters. Bean counter said, "Hey, no, you got to use what's in the parts bin," and the engineer said, "Fuck it, we got this Citation. Yeah, let's make it work." But no, whenever the rear end comes around, it's a really unsettling feeling because it's a true rear engine car, and it's all that way. Especially GM's the Iron Duke and whatever the hell else they had.
Duke.
Whatever.
World's biggest paperweight.
Oh, and I think they had 2.8. Those are some fucking heavy goddamn motors. But the moment I'm not an engineer or a fucking physicist. Clint could probably help me out with the right terms, but I think it's the moment of inertia is so far back. It's a really unsettling feeling whenever it starts to come around. People say they had this feeling in a
out of body experience.
Well, maybe that's kind of what it was like. But no, talking about air cooled Porsches. This is that.
Oh God! Don't get me started on those pieces of crap.
What? They're amazing
you can't
cars.
Handle. I mean, if it's great if you want to take a corner and blow the tires off and go fishtailing like freaking BA in the 18 van. I mean, that's awesome. But once those turbos spooled, they were around.
Well, no, I'm even talking about just the NA.
I have zero experience with the NA Porsches. So.
Come out to autocross. right along. They're a blast. But no, there's so much more weight in the rear end of the Fiero that whenever it does come around, it's I'm gonna poop my pants now. You know, it's one of those. It's a lot different than anything else I've felt, just because of the amount of weight that's back there.
Sure.
I'm interested to see. Oh, you gotta pee?
Yeah, I gotta pee.
Hey, we're gonna pause. We're gonna take a bathroom break.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Yeah, there's no fuck. We're not
sponsors.
We're not getting paid.
Actually, we have an opening for sponsorships. If you want to sponsor us, go ahead and send Mr. Paul an email here at. I don't know what's your email, Paul. You probably don't want to give that out.
No, not over this, because then it's just gonna be.
Trolls telling us how shitty we are.
Or either that, or
probably the Mustang guys wanting to rub wieners with you.
Or yeah, because that's what Mustang guys do.
Drive shafts.
Or
those are Cobra guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsor.
I don't know. I like it. Well, I mean, if your dog likes Walker the Texas Ranger, it's good enough for a dog.
Texas Ranger. Hey, we're back with Weenie in the Butt. No, I'm just kidding. I still don't know what our radio names are.
This isn't a fucking radio.
I know, you're right. It's a podcast. Hey, check out 95Z28_M6 YouTube for some awesome racing action. Yes, that is a shameless plug. I am trying to get some views for my crappy YouTube channel. If you like street racing...
Allegedly.
You're right, allegedly. In Mexico...
Nope. It's in parking lots that we know a guy, and he owns us, and he lets us drive our cars up to like 13, 14. I think maybe Kyle allegedly got his up to like 15 or 16 in the parking lot.
Kilometers?
Sure, 15 or 16 kilometers an hour in a parking lot.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Fair enough. Anyway, back to tonight's topic. Mr. Paul, what is your third choice?
Well, actually, I already had two, because the Mustang 2 and the Ford Pinto, that's two.
Okay, technically that's two.
Mm-hmm. So, my last choice is...
What about my choice?
Fuck your choice.
Wow,
yeah.
That's cold, man. Typical Mustang order right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mustang arrogance. My goodness, no.
Oh, no. No, it's actually, and you know what? I'm probably might get some flack for this, but
might.
Well, whatever. Just because of, well, I can't really say a whole lot about the enthusiasts of this car because they're all fucking nuts and I hate them. But C3 Smog Era and C4 Vets, because who really likes those besides the vet owners or the people that are stuck?
LT1 bitches.
Huh?
LT1 bitches.
Not even that, man.
Those are C4s.
Yeah, but you have an LT1, so
yes, exactly.
Weird.
I have two LT1s. Actually, well, two LT1 vehicles and like 5 or 6 LT1 motors at the moment, but that's beside the point.
Because you're fucking retarded.
Hey, say that to Mr. Gosser.
No, I will. It's just fucking broke. My motor's still good.
Your shit's broke.
Well, yeah, because it made too much power.
Hey, the Ford rear ends are supposed to be the strongest part of those cars.
And you know what? It made so much power, it fucking broke it. It broke spider gear.
Didn't you just take second at Brown County at the Black Hole race like last weekend?
Yeah, but it's still an LT1 car, so... I mean, it's like...
You beat a lot of LS cars and a lot of mod motors.
Anywho, going back to the C3 and the C4, the C3 you can do a lot with, especially with the Smog Era cars, because anything pre-71, 72,
those technically weren't Smog Era.
Yeah, those aren't. I'm talking like your 180, 190 horse small blocks. And
72. Well, wait. 73 was the last good year for the Corvette. The reason being that was the last year you could still get a single chrome bumper on it. You could get a single chrome bumper on the rear of the 73, while the front of the 73 went to plastic. 72 was the last year you could get 2 chrome bumpers on the front and the back.
Wait, hold on. So does chrome make you go faster?
No, but
then
it looks a hell of a lot better. It looks a hell of a lot better on those old Corvettes.
Fuck Krylon chrome, that bitch.
Oh, jeez, you're so redneck.
I don't care how the fucking
typical Mustang owner.
But no, with the C3, it's independent rear. What is it?
Sure.
Is it double wishbone up in front?
You got me.
I think so. I know the C4 is double wishbone. And you know what? Small block stuff's still dirt cheap. If you want a fucking cheap track rat.
Oh, true that.
I cannot think of
the C4. Hands down.
A C4 with a set of Bilsteins, some fucking halfway decent front pads, a small block Chevy that's built with used circle track stuff.
Yes.
And then tires, and you're looking a total running cost of like $4,000. And that's including the cost of the vet.
You could pick up bitches at the nightclub because they think you got a cool vet.
Yeah, no, they don't. Because then you'd be that guy with the fucking gold chain. But no, as far as the performance bang for the buck, people always say, "Oh, Fox body platform." Like, no.
To go straight.
Well, no, I mean for anything.
Oh,
C4.
Come on. The Fox body going straight. I could take a stock ass Fox body and for $500 put it in the 12s, and you know that.
$500?
Yes.
Are you taking the jet? Do you not put the jets in the nitrous system, or you?
I'm not even talking nitrous. No nitrous, naturally aspirated. I could take my happy ass to the junkyard, pull off a set of GT40P heads, a Cobra intake on that damn thing, buy some headers from frickin' Jags, and put the damn thing in the 12s with a set of gears and sticky tires.
Well, a set of gears and a sticky tires more than $500.
Maybe if you buy new shit. But the thing is, you go find a Ranger with a 410 gear, rob the parts out of that. It's been done many times before.
Yeah, but then again, it's always been on the ragged fucking edge, and they Swiss cheese that fucking car, and there's nothing left.
$500.
Yeah.
If your aunt gives you a freaking 1990, Fox body LX with a 5-speed and a 5.0, that's all stock. I mean, you could take $500 on top of that thing and be in 12.
Maybe some borrowed parts, but
you're right there. I mean, and this is like 1990s math. You could do this shit in like maybe not the 90s, but in the 2000s.
But yeah, that's my last choice is the C3 and the C4 vets, just because you've already got IRS, you've already got double wishbone front suspension, and they still make a lot of stuff for the C4s. And there's going to be no shortage of people who know how to work on small block Chevys or parts for small block Chevys.
That's true. There are a ton.
Yeah, and you know what? If you want to, if I can grab a micro squirt, a 4.8 or a 5.3, you're not going to put any more weight in it. You throw a cam in it, and that's a reliable 400 horse.
True. Very true. But then you have to have some wiring skills and a little bit of fab skills. It's very doable.
Okay, I can teach you how to weld with a fucking flux core welder or a MIG in fucking 5 minutes. You can make your own motor mounts. Just throw out cat.
I was agreeing with you.
Throw that cat turd. That's not a skill. That's a 5-minute video on YouTube and 15 minutes of trial.
That's true. But there are a lot of people who don't even change their own freaking oil that are in their cars.
Yeah. Well, then they're not.
They're the bolt-on crowd.
Yeah, the plastic dip crowd.
Wow, no, so let's not get started on the plastic dip. That's another topic for another night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good gosh. All right, so I'm gonna have to think of another what? Am I down to 3 vehicles?
You're talking about the Fiero and the Miata, which everyone likes the Miata. It's number 1.
Straight guys don't like the Miata. I'm just saying.
Hey man, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I'll drive around Miata all day, and I'll be happy as fuck.
That's you. But other alpha males will not respect you if you drive a Miata.
Well, I'm gonna be one fucking. Did you see?
Do you remember Stacy David's Gears? That show.
Yeah, he actually did shit.
Do you remember that? Yes, he was very good. Do you remember that badass Miata he built with like the freaking bug-eyed front end and like put the body kit on it and whatever, and put I think it was a 5-liter. He put a 5-liter.
But I know there was a couple kits out there to where it was a small block Ford, the T5 had an 8/8 center section.
I think it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
You could also do that with an LS and not add any weight. Just saying.
Yeah.
But all right. So my next vehicle that's underrated performer, and I know to Paul I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I've got to say it is the good old LT1 Camaro.
The Camaro?
Camaro.
F1.
F-body, Trans Am, Firebird.
And to open the hood, all you do is press this button. Mary King. Do I need to fucking... I was like...
I'm just messing with you.
Do I need to fucking replay these fucking videos?
Yes, alright. Here's the reason I say that. Okay.
Because you're poor.
Well, that's number one reason. Okay. But number two, you can pick these things up for $1,000.
Yeah, case in point, the one you have outside.
I just picked one up the other weekend, yes.
$1,000.
Granted, that's the one I have currently sitting in my garage behind us, actually, is a 95 Camaro, which I've actually had since high school, so it's been over 10 years ago. And I know that probably doesn't mean shit to Paul, and he's looking at me like I'm a douchebag. But it is my high school car, and back in the day, it was the fastest car in high school, damn it. Granted, the only other two cars that were really fast was a stock 5.0 Mustang.
You sound like Uncle Rico.
Yeah, I can throw a pigskin a quarter mile, motherfucker. No, but I do enjoy these cars, and people say I'm ridiculous for not swapping an LS. But hey, you've got the LS fuel injection system with the 411 PCM or the Holley EFI if you're a badass like Miles Gossard. These cars still run. I mean, they're an upgraded small block Chevy at heart. The biggest drawback, I would say, is the factory block. Exactly. Yes.
Reverse flow cooling.
Hey, that's awesome. The LS motors use that.
Yeah.
They pioneered that shit on the LT1.
If
it wasn't for the LT1, damn it, there would be no LS motors. Just saying. Not the way they are today. So, anyway. The thing is, you can pick these things up for dirt cheap, and you can make them fast if you're an idiot and like to dump a bunch of money in it, like me and my buddy Mr. Gosser, But they can run.
Yeah, they can.
And they're still an F-body, so pretty much all the LS shit bolts onto it, suspension-wise.
Yeah, and if you want to make them turn left and right, you can. You can. I mean, shit, even third gens. You look at SCCA's CAM class, which is what I run, the Classic American Muscle. You see third and fourth gens out there all the time, and just because they've got a decent suspension underneath them. People,
yes, absolutely.
I mean, not stock, but I mean, as far as the
you can
overall
bolt
design.
On some awesome shit.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I did. I actually got rid of my 4-link. I got rid of the uppers. I put a Panhard bar on it, which the F-bodies have it. Mustangs didn't. And I put a torque arm on it, which F-bodies have, Mustangs didn't. Just because I wanted that rear-end grip and moving that instant center where I needed to be able to get on the gas a little bit quicker. And they've got it stock, and you could set it up however you like.
Absolutely. A ton of adjustability. In a very cheap package.
Yeah, and it's got double wishbone front suspension too.
Mm-hmm.
No, none of that strut bullshit.
Right.
So maybe I should have bought a Camaro.
Maybe an LS.
Yeah,
Camaro.
nope.
Maybe an LS Camaro.
Yeah,
I don't know. If you're wanting to turn corners, I wouldn't buy an LT1. Actually, if you're wanting to go fast at all, I wouldn't buy an LT1.
If you have $1,000 though, and you're in high school, get yourself an LT1.
If you have $1,000 and you're a broke ass like 27-year-old, hey, what's an OptiSpark swap, right? You only gotta.
That's like 2 weekends, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but I'm still going to say OptiSpark. Well, I'm still going to say LT1 for bang for the buck. I think it's still a strong performer. And it can still hold its own as long as you don't have a 6-speed and a stock rear end. Because they're light glass.
Yeah, they go explodey real quick.
They go very explodey.
Yeah. Which, speaking of which, mine's still broke. Fords
were supposed to be stronger.
Well, it's funny. I was talking earlier. I'm not a very big drag racer, but I go out sometimes, and the car does have some power.
And it moves.
Yeah, especially on a fucking big end when I can just wind it out. It's a Vortec T-trim race blower, intercooled. So it's got all of the parasitic loss of a supercharger and the lag of a turbo. So you have to wait for the power to come on, and on the big end.
Okay, hold on a second. You've got that setup where you've got the the wastegate on your supercharger, right?
The bypass valve.
Okay, it's a bypass valve. It's not technically
Well, actually,
a wastegate.
it's a blow-off valve because the bypass valve would
jeez.
recirculate it.
Anyway,
Anywho.
so it goes. He cracks the whip all the time when he's just cruising around and lets out the throttle. So you basically get full boost at a ridiculously low RPM for a supercharger.
No, not with the centrifugal one. With a roots blower, it's instantaneous. A root style, like a twin screw or a fucking Heaton or what have you.
Well, you have like a Vortec or something, right?
Yeah, it's a Vortec T-trim.
So why does your Vortec not do the same thing? You just don't have a small enough pulley on it?
No, you could. It's just the design. It boost is
it's still
related. It's boost
RPM.
Boost is related to RPM only.
Right. But isn't that the way the wastegate blow-off valve design on the bypass valve on the supercharger is set up to where, okay, I can make full boost at 2,500 RPMs, 3,000 RPMs, and then just vent the extra boost?
Well, I'm not in the throttle. As soon as you go into the throttle, that bypass valve closes up. And
so you're really not taking advantage of like all the boost you could run sooner.
I could if I put my foot down all the way, which is what I do.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
yeah.
All right. My next vehicle that I think is underrated, and maybe I'm a little bit jaded because I've owned one. I'm going to say the C10 Chevy pickup.
Well, see, people like those, and I'm not a pickup guy, but people like them.
Some people, rednecks mostly.
Well,
I had an LT1 in one, okay, and I like that.
Well,
that's besides
that's
the point.
fucking double retarded right there.
My point is, you can pick one up for $500. They almost all came with small block Chevys in them.
That's like some
You
I
can
Am
swap.
Sam retard shit.
Yeah, so you can literally get any type of part you want right out of an LMC catalog. Guys have been putting these things on air ride suspension and being able to autocross them at ridiculous speeds, which is pretty cool considering you're throwing a 4,000-pound truck around like nothing. In my opinion, that takes some skill. You could put literally any motor you want in these things. Yep. LS powered, okay, sweet. LT powered, yeah, I'm a retard. Doesn't have enough money to afford an LF. 350, yeah, I'm just old school and I don't know anything about fuel injection. Shit, you could probably even put a 2JZ in there if you like them drift cars.
Yeah, no, it'll fit.
Yeah, absolutely. You can fit anything with a big block.
Actually, you know what? That's one swap I've never seen. I mean, I've seen 2JZs in Mustangs. I've seen 4G63s in Mustangs. I've
seen a 2JZ and a 69 Camaro and an LS motor in a
Supra.
Supra, yeah.
Does that surprise you at all?
No, somebody's got too much money. They don't know what to do with. It was on StreetFire. You remember StreetFire.com?
Yeah, or StreetFire.net.
Yeah, .net. Yes. That
like
shit
HomestarRenner.net. It's .com.
Wow. That shit ruined me when I was in high school. We used to go over to my buddy's house after school, and we would just watch street racing videos.
I would go
back when 1320 video got its start.
Wasn't that like SA 1911 something on? Their YouTube handle wasn't 1320 video in the beginning.
There wasn't YouTube back when I started watching StreetFire.net. I don't know. Somebody who knows Kyle Loftus out there needs to find out what his original YouTube name was before it was 1320 video.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters, but yeah. So hey, shout out to Kyle Loftus in 1320 video. If you don't know about him and those videos, then
you've been living under a fucking rock.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm gonna have to say. Yeah, under a rock for sure.
Always makes damn good content. He's got a huge crew that fucking goes out anywhere and ever where there's fucking Byron to watch the fucking wheel stand competitions, all the streetcar takeover shit. I'm wearing a fucking streetcar takeover t-shirt right now.
Presented by Nitrous Outlet.
Yep.
We need to get paid for throwing all these names.
No, because nobody listens to us.
I know,
so,
that's true.
Yeah, it's like having a
so we're just nut swingers. We're just swinging.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with being a swinger.
Fine with being a nut swinger?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, if you make good shit, I mean, yeah. Give me them testicles, boy.
Yeah, that's a little over the line, but okay, we'll go with it.
No, Kyle and the whole fucking crew have always been out there hitting the road constantly, running off like 2 hours of sleep, getting awesome content. I really wish you would have went to us for a Streetcar Takeover Indy this year.
Absolutely.
We had this long trip in this industrial parking lot.
He wasn't there?
Who?
You mean me or him? I thought
No,
he
you.
was there. Oh, yeah.
He was there.
I was having a kid or something. I don't know, a baby girl around that time. So,
I know.
Some stupid family stuff I had to deal with. But anyway, hey, I do want to say, and I'm definitely swinging off of Mr. Loftus's nuts here. I do have to admire the fact that he's built the 1320 brand out of literally a couple punks with cell phone videos back in the day taking pictures of burnouts.
No, there's actually a good, although the audio quality and the delay was probably leaves us a little something to be desired. But there's a good podcast. It's called "Do It for a Living," and they actually interviewed Kyle.
That's awesome.
And basically, how did he get a start, and how did he get to where he was? And he actually left his dream job.
Well, he was working at PayPal. PayPal, yeah.
And left his dream job, and it was kind of funny. If memory serves me correctly, Kyle said he was talking with his supervisor at PayPal, and she asked him, where do you want to be within the company in the next 5 years? And he said, I'm not sure if I want to be with the company in the next 5 years. And I remember serves me correct. She said, "Okay, where do you need to go, and how can I help you get there?" Who has ever had a fucking supervisor like that?
I had a boss that said I was coasting once, and she said that she wanted me to start my own business again. But that's beside the point. I still work for her, so that's not really a good example. But yeah, I mean, I know we're definitely swinging hardcore off of Mr. Loftus's nuts here, but I got a lot of respect for a dude that can build a brand of 1320 video out of literally just some shit of taking videos from years ago. I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
The operation he has now is nothing like what it was to begin with. He's a whole fucking crew. He's got... I know he's got 2 separate vehicles and at least 1 trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't swing a dead cat around his house without hitting a couple GoPros.
Yeah.
And they're always out there, always hitting the road, always getting content. They just got back from Sweden not too long ago. Which, by the way, I want one of those fucking, this 1320 video shirts, and like got the American flag in the background. I want one with the fucking Swedish flag, like as the backdrop.
You traitor.
Hey man,
you're part of Al Qaeda.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I am a citizen of planet Earth.
Yeah.
That's what I am. But no, I think they've also got fucking little onesies.
Really?
I'm not sure if they're for
sale. I have like a 3-month-old daughter that needs a onesie. Hey Kyle, if you're listening to this, hit me up and send me a onesie for my 3-month-old daughter, man. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, you're going to have to pay for that. He's running a small business, man. There's no good old boy discount. He's got a small business
to run. It's a tax write-off, right? No, I'm sure he's not listening to us anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, no. We really need to start... We need to stop swinging off this dude's nuts and get on to... well, actually, on to my next choice.
Oh, yeah.
I still got 2 choices.
No, you still have 1 more left.
Just 1 more?
Yeah,
what all did I say?
The Fiero, the fucking...
Miata, the LT1, the C10. You're right, I have 1 more choice. Man, alright, so this is going to be a little bit played out because everybody loves the Fox body platform.
Yeah, but this is bad performance cars that are good.
Mercury Capri.
Oh, ooh. I haven't...
The reason I said it is I had a buddy back in high school that had one of the, it was like the 4i style. So the early 80s Mercury Capris had a 5-speed and a 351 Windsor in it. It was slow by today's standards, but it was a freaking cool ride to play around.
Was it high school fast?
Oh, it was high school fast. You know what? Explain what high school fast is to our listeners.
Me and my buddy Aaron, we actually developed this term, high school fast. And it's 14.99 or faster because, I mean, Now, anymore nowadays, cars are relatively quick. But back when we were in high school, if you had a car that ran 14.99 or quicker, you had a fast car.
Well, in perspective, didn't the Chevelle 1970 Super Sport, the 454 SS package, only run like a 14.5?
Maybe, but then again...
And it was like the fastest freaking muscle car ever produced or something ridiculous like that?
Maybe. I don't know. But no, I mean, anymore nowadays, you can get a fucking Toyota Camry with a fucking V6, and it'll run mid to low 14s. And I fucking hate Camrys with a passion.
That is so true. My freaking like 50-year-old mom's Toyota RAV4 makes 275 horsepower. That is what the LT1 makes in my driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it doesn't make the torque, and it's still not as fast, but still.
No, I actually seen guys, they're running like mid 50s to 60s in the V6 RAV4, and they had like an intake and a tune on it.
Yeah.
And they were just torque braking the thing and just letting it go. And
the all-wheel drive models, I imagine.
Yep. Which it really
that would be a sleeper.
Yeah. Well, see.
We need to build one of those.
That'd be a good idea. That'd be a good idea for the next episode. Is sleepers to build.
I like that.
I've already got my number one. I've had this in my head. So whenever I
leave everybody hanging on that. I like that.
So whenever I come across this big lawsuit, when I get injured, when I get my fucking my hand crushed in something, I can take all this money and give it to someone and say, "Hey, build me this."
You could probably just get your hand crushed between two fat chicks.
Then,
that would be the most likely hand crush you'd ever
get. But that wouldn't be. If that was a word, that'd be a separate lawsuit for. They'd be sexually harassing me because they'd be crushing my hand with all the.
That's a lot of harassment.
Yeah. If I can't do jazz hands inside of you, we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, good God. Hey, fat chicks need love too.
Hey, man, it's 2015. Whatever you're into.
It's like a moped, man. They're fun to ride as long as your friends don't see you on them.
If they're watching, I need to fucking shut the door or something.
Anyway.
But,
yeah, that's, now that we've crossed the line.
And we need to cross the line in order to know where it is. Right?
Sure.
Yeah, because I don't know where it is unless I crossed it. So,
it's talking about fat chicks.
For science. For science.
Does science need to know about fat chicks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, you know what? I'm going to throw another car out here, and maybe it's my ridiculously stupid obsession with LT1s. I know. He's rolling his eyes. You can't see that, listener, but he's rolling his eyes. I am going to say the 94 through, was it 96? The B-bodies, the Caprices and Impala SSs.
Yeah, but
I
people
just
like
love those cars.
Yeah, people do.
Gangster homies that throw 22-inch rims on them love
yeah,
those cars.
It doesn't matter. Freaking cut the check, we'll fucking throw 26s on this shit and run your ass in the dirt.
Hey, I had a former small-town police car back in the day. It was a 94 Caprice. Yes, 9C1 package with the anti-stab seats in the back that were all metal-coated so you couldn't get stabbed through the back. That little thing ran good. Yeah, and you know what? It would whip a kitty like nobody's business. Too.
See, I see these on the road all the time. I've been in... I've got family who work in law enforcement, and I've been in one of the new...
one of the new SSs?
No, not those.
Those things are supposed to be pretty sweet.
I've been in the EcoBoost Taurus. The Tauri, I guess to be the plural of it.
Tauruses?
Yeah, Tauruses. And it was
like Prius. What is the plural of Prius? If you come across like a bunch of Prius on the interstate, is it a herd of Prii?
Yeah, I think it's a Prii.
it's a Prii herd, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a herd of smugness. That's what it is.
A herd of our farts don't stink. Stink. Anyway, go ahead.
But no, the EcoBoost police interceptor was relatively quick. I want to see how quick the new Caprice is, because I'd imagine with the LS3, Is that what it has? The LS3?
You got me.
I think it is. It's not the cathedral ports anymore. It's the square ports.
Sure.
But I think those cars will get down, and I see a lot of Illinois State Police cars that are the new Caprice.
That's kind of a scary thought because we live in Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, we don't ever have to deal with state cops, really.
Unless you're on the interstate.
Well, then you just do 74, and they leave you alone.
Sure.
Or, you can just be white. That'll work.
Wow, you racist asshole.
No, I'm just saying. Dude, we hit the genetic jackpot. We're white in the Americas in the year 2000s. We couldn't have had it any better. Unless, 1950. We won. We hit the jackpot. We hit the lottery.
As far as cops go, maybe.
Or no, I mean just as far as fucking social privilege.
Oh, jeez, here we go. With
I'm not gonna start. I'm just saying. There's certain things we can do that other people really can't. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. But anyway, we don't talk politics on the show unless it deals with cars.
Yeah.
So.
But,
Fuck Obama, American V8 race car, America. Just kidding.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, thanks, Obama. Anyway, so looks like that's about all the time we have for this week.
It's been an hour.
Yeah, it's been an hour. That went by really quick. So, hey, thank you guys very much for listening, and check back here soon. I'm sure we'll have another one up.
Yeah, we'll try to do this. At least we want to try to do an episode every week, but life happens. But he's got a kid, I've got work, and we've all got stupid fucking projects going on. What besides your mess of an LT project outside? What else do you have?
The mess of an LT project inside too.
Yeah, that too. And what else?
The heap.
Oh yeah, the heap.
Yeah, the cut down. What is it? A D5. Male Jeep that has a chop top and is soon to get a 302.
Yep, sitting right behind us, and he's getting rid of the EFI and throwing this cast iron intake manifold.
Mostly because my dad gave it to me.
Yeah,
so,
but it's
who wants to put money into a D5 Jeep? I'm just saying.
Yeah,
unless it's like LSX Willys and like
only someone who likes LT cars.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Yeah.
Hey. We'll see you guys later. You got any cool lines to go out on? Like we need a cool catchphrase, I think.
I don't know.
Could be like the red green, so keep your stick on the ice.
Nice. If the women can't find you handsome, they should find you handy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you don't drive an American V8, then fuck you.
No, it can't. No. What do we go out on? I don't know. What it is. What it do.
What it is. What it do.
That'll work.
See you guys next time.